On Bulls TV, we are joined by the Commissioner of the National Basketball Association, Adam Silver. And Adam, of course, is in Chicago with the announcement, the All-Star Game coming to our great city in 2020. And Commissioner, before we talk X's and O's about the All-Star Game, let's talk Chicago. And let's talk about Adam Silver. When did you live in this area and what were you doing?
So I lived in Chicago. I lived on the South Side from 1985 to 1988, and I was attending University of Chicago Law School.
Nice. And so did you get a chance to see many Bulls games?
I actually saw a fair amount of Bulls games because you remember back in the day at the old stadium, you could just go up to the ticket window and get tickets, and they weren't all that expensive. I can't say I was sitting courtside, but my friends and I used to see a lot of games. So we had a lot of fun, and in fact, as I was saying earlier, we were even able to get tickets for All-Star Saturday Night and the All-Star Game in 1988. The last time the All-Star Game was here, I was in my third year of law school. So I have vivid memories. I remember Michael clearing the floor, you know, for that full court slam dunk. And yes, he did win that contest.
Okay, because I was going to say, every time I see Dominique Wilkins, he says, you know what, at Chicago Stadium, I won it, and everyone knows it.
Well, I work for Michael Jordan now. I don't work. I work with Dominique. I work for Michael. But he really did win. But no, and I had great memories from that game and some of the parties around in town during the All-Star weekend. And I would say, as you know, I've been at the league now since 1992, and we've always hoped to come back to Chicago for the All-Star festivities. You know, again, so much credit to Mayor Emanuel, really pushed it. But Jerry and Michael Reinsdorf came around and said, let's do it. And so here we are. And now we still have to wait another 2.5 years, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we're looking forward to it. What does the All-Star Game mean to a city, in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, the All-Star City becomes literally the epicenter of basketball around the world for that week. And as you know, we're truly a global game. Our games are broadcast in 215 countries and territories. Your counterparts, broadcasters from all around the world, mark their calendar, especially for a city like Chicago. They, you know, nobody knows where our finals are going to be, but for All-Star, they know it, so they can book their flights long in advance, get their hotel rooms, come see old friends, have an opportunity to spend some time with players. So they come from all over the world, and the game is covered around the world. So for us, that is the center of basketball attention. And every year we come up with new things to do around the All-Star Game, new events in the community, different ways to present the game, different types of competition. As you know, we're changing the All-Star format a little bit for this season. So hopefully by 2020 we'll have perfected that a little bit to get the competition going. So this is what the league is about, the game, and the game will be about Chicago in 2020.
Nice. All right, one final question, Commissioner, because I know you're a fan of all 30 teams. The Chicago Bulls with some bright young stars, Lauri Markkanen from Finland, and Zach LaVine, who will be back this season. I know you have so much passion for these athletes. Give me an idea when you watch Bulls basketball, what you see.
Well, first of all, I'm staying for the game tonight against the Pacers, so it's going to be my first time seeing them in person so far this year. But to your point, you know what? You look for development of the players. Markkanen, I mean, to see a young player that's even exceeding expectations in the short time he's been in the league. You said Zach LaVine, I can't wait to see him back on the floor. But, you know, to me, every night there's something special for me to look at. I'm a big fan of our League Pass. I have it on my phone, my TV, my iPad, and it's really interesting. I'm sure you do the same thing. You can pick any game in the league, and there's a story. And to me, that's what makes this league so special, when people start to realize that these players are multidimensional. Where did they come from? What are they about? What are their struggles? What's going on? What are they competing for at any given time? What type of offense is the team trying to play? What does the coach have his eye on? And so that's how I look at it. I just look at, you know, pick out moments in any particular game and try to get inside the players' heads a little bit and try to understand what's going on. And I think that's what makes this league so interesting.
Well, Commissioner, as always, a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Chuck.
All right, you got to love the enthusiasm and passion of the Commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, right here on Bulls NBA TV.